What's up? Welcome to Spell Tap Gaming. I'm your host, Ryan Godo, with my guests and co-hosts, Christopher J. Gannon, Joe Vig, and Ben Howard.
What's up?
How's it
Hey.
going, everybody?
Good, man.
This is the podcast where we give you the news and game reviews you need to know about. And today we're going to be talking about games that we regret trading in at some points of our young lives, and talking about Baldur's Gate 3. We're also on Spotify and Apple Podcasts if you want to listen to us. And welcome. And here we go. All right. So today we had a yard sale, and I parted with some games that I had today. One of them that was particularly hard to sell was my Halo Reach Collector's Edition. Do you guys know what comes in that?
Was it like a booklet, right? Like a
So
art booklet?
So it had a very detailed journal. I don't know if you know the story of Halo, but Dr. Halsey is the person who creates the Spartans.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So it came with this book that's supposed to be Dr. Halsey's journal. So it has how it talks about how she makes the Spartans, and how she's so conflicted because she's possibly killing some of them, and has all these detailed notes. It looks like everything's handwritten. It's super nice, super nice. So yeah, I had to let it go.
Oh,
What's
you
up?
let it go. Oh,
Yeah, I let it go.
Dang.
I let it
You-
go.
Mm.
Yeah, it was a little bit hard, but I
Halo
think-
Reach is one of the goats too.
Yeah, that was a great
Oh yeah,
one.
definitely. My favorite part of that game was when all the cutscenes featured your Spartan, and you can customize it. That was the first time in a
Yeah.
Halo game where you can customize
Yeah.
your Spartan.
You're in the game.
And yeah, so that felt very, very personal, and I enjoyed that game very, very much.
Yeah.
And I think that was Bungie's last Halo game.
It was.
I remember
Yeah.
you saying you were going to save some of those things for me to buy, but that's cool.
Hey man, I got a better offer. I don't know.
All right. Cool. All right.
So yeah, today we're going to be talking about some of the games that we kind of regret trading in. I know Joe kind of has a long list, but I talked him down to a few. So let's get started with you, man. What are some games that you kind of regret trading in? You have some regrets there.
So yeah, as a poor young gamer, I have a lot of regrets. I whittled it down to 3 kind of interesting choices. Ones that are maybe not so hard to regret, but ones that I really treasured, and ones that actually had a lot of replay value looking back at it. And that's kind of what gave me the choices for these. So the first one would be Mega Man X4 for the PS1. And I actually had X4 and X6. Yeah, man, I can't say enough good things about these ones. They're just, they're just really well made. Music is awesome. The boss fights are really fun. Being able to play as 2 different characters, being able to play as Mega Man or being able to play as Zero, give it a lot of replay value. Being obviously the classic, being able to choose your which boss that you want to do, and changing which ones, which weapons that you get first, and which weapons that you use to fight the bosses as you get them. Kind of change the dynamic of the game, and I love the storyline of the Mega Man X series. It was very anime, and with the Reploids and stuff like that, and them and I don't know, it's just a reoccurring theme of do robots have the capabilities to have sentient life and live on their own and make their own choices and stuff like that? Are they really servants to humans? I don't know. Yeah, it's really great, dude. It's it's got a lot of really cool thing. I don't something's kind of bugging out with the video here, but
It's just
maybe
too
for
high quality for this stream. Probably.
maybe the next one I'll just share the screen for that one. But
Okay.
being able to play as Zero was always my favorite. Yeah, Yeah. Also, too, like the music is absolutely like iconic. Capcom chip tunes, for lack of a better term. So yeah, that's one of the games I remember turning in. And I remember actually very shortly afterwards, my buddy was like, "Hey, like, can I borrow that?" And I was like, "No." I traded it in. He gave me like just an absolute like verbal like ass whooping. I was just like, he's like, "Bro, like, why would you trade in like Mega Man? Like, you love Mega Man, dude." I was like, "Bro, like,
Oh
I
no!
wanted to get something else. I had like I see the
You love Mega Man. You traded him in?
Yeah. How could you?
Who are you?
Yeah. You've changed,
Monster.
man.
You monster. Oh, and he's gone.
Uh-oh.
See this karma.
Yeah. And it's stuck on his face.
No.
Anyway.
Oh no.
I remember playing these games and never understanding the story.
Dude, on like low key, I hate Mega Man games.
What?
Okay, there's two Mega Man games I like. I like Mega Man Power Battles 1 and Mega Man Power Battles 2. They're both arcade games, and all you do is you fight all the bosses. And you get every time you kill another boss, you get their power, and then you fight the next boss. But I hate Mega Man. I've always hated Mega Man.
There was. Did you guys ever play the 3D Mega Man? It was kind of like an RPG.
I think it was on PS1, right?
Mega Man. Oh man, it might have been on Dreamcast.
Oh.
Oh, he's back.
Oh
Hey.
yeah.
sorry.
Sorry,
It went
Joe.
out for a second or something. I don't know what happened.
We were just discussing my disdain for Mega Man.
Yeah.
Oh no way! What? Oh, hold on. Rerun back for a second. I
Okay.
wanna hear this.
I was saying I don't like any of the Mega Man games, but there are two that I do like, and it's
Okay.
Power Battles 1 and Power Battles 2. They're both
Oh, I love
arcade. They're both
Oh, yeah.
arcade games.
They're just the boss rush ones,
Yep.
right?
Yeah.
love-
Oh, now Ryan's gone.
Oh, we're losing everybody here. Oh geez. Yeah, we're losing both
jeez.
people.
Oh,
Dang.
It's
jeez.
one of those days,
What the
guys.
hell's happening?
It's one of those days. We're getting doxxed by Mega Man fans.
I know.
No,
Someone just
Capcom is like.
Yeah, they're literally watching us.
Sorry,
Oh,
Capcom.
geez. Yeah, rough.
Sorry
Well-
about that. Okay, we're back now. So
Oh,
so
yeah.
so Mega Man is a controversial topic, I guess.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it is kind of like one of those things like you love it, you hate it. A lot of people like if you love it, you like really, really love it. For me, I love like anime and stuff like that, and I feel like it was a really good like mix of like video games and anime, the styling and stuff like that. Also, like the original drawings from what is it? Is it Benji? Not Benji. He did the original art for Marvel vs. Capcom 2, like the concept art, like his version of Mega Man, and then they end up like kind of like reusing that as they went on. It's just I don't know, really cool.
Nice.
So, I highly regret selling Mega Man X4.
Anyone with a gun for a hand, I'm down for.
Yeah, I fucks with that. All right, second choice is. Let me see if I can share my screen here.
I'll give you permissions.
Oh, love it. Please do. Just a window.
So I remember the dog was Rush. Remember that from Mega Man?
Oh yeah.
I loved the cartoon. The cartoon was sick.
Oh yeah, the cartoon was fucking sick.
I like the original cartoon with Dr. Wily.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that was Mega Man.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Can you see that, Ryan?
Negative.
No.
I cannot see.
Oh wait, I didn't click share yet. There it goes. Can you see that?
Ah, I see this.
Oh,
Ooh.
Oh, Dante.
Yep.
So this was my. I had all three of them, and I think I sold all three of them the same day. So I just decided
Hell
to
you
choose
go.
Devil May Cry 3. Bro, this game is so good. I should have kept them all. What was I thinking?
Great series.
Yeah, Devil May Cry is great.
Just the bravado in this freaking early cutscene, dude.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Let's
there
just take a
yeah.
he
second.
is.
Take a second to just breathe it all in here. Watch.
The
Oh
pizza.
yeah, it's so much style. He's dripping.
Sheesh.
Remember the names of the weapons were so sick.
Oh hell yeah!
He had ebony and ivory, the his pistols, and then Alistair is like one of his swords.
Oh yeah. So this is another one. It's just one of the best franchises that I remember starting. Like I started playing it as it was coming out, like reading the hype in the like early like GamePro magazines and stuff like that. So, I never should have got rid of these. It's just it was just a really good like point in like my gaming life. A lot of fun.
Nice.
Yeah. What do you? How do you compare that to like the modern day Devil May Cry games?
You want to know? I actually even played the one for 5 that was like optimized for PS5. I'm kind of waiting for that to like be like kind of super cheap and find a physical version. Once I do that, I'll play that. And but I kind of fell off after 3. So
I don't think there was a Devil May Cry game that like really disappointed people. I can't remember one.
I think
I
the
feel like
second one was kind of disappointing for people, right? Because I think you don't play as Dante for a little bit. I don't know. I can't remember. There was like it's hard to remember like what people had issues with like 20 years ago.
Literally
almost.
dragging that dude.
He rides it together. It's like a freaking surfboard. It's fucking awesome.
I remember in Devil May Cry there was like a super hard level. I forgot what it was. It was like you were like fighting like a dragon or something inside like a hallway. I don't know. I remember I played this game to death for sure.
Hell yeah.
Classics.
Yeah, man. Nothing like these like classic PS2 titles and early like Xbox titles.
Oh yeah, it's jamming out. Pizza in his mouth. Yeah, man, they don't make games like this anymore.
They just don't. And they'll just remember thinking how like cutting edge this looked.
Yep, dude, it was like you'd sit there like, oh my god, the sparks, like.
Yeah, right.
And now you can just see where it's come, like.
Oh my god, yes, dude. I remember watching this for the first time, just being blown away.
Pool table ramp, I love it.
So good. So good.
See, that's what I aspire to be, as someone who could do that.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, just everything is just like so shock value.
So
I remember at some point in
glad
the
I got rid
game
of
you turn into like Sparta, you know, you like power up and you turn into like an actual demon. I remember that being so fun.
I'm not gonna lie though, the gameplay still actually looks really good.
That's because it's upscaled because I'm emulating it.
Oh, you're emulating it? Are you
Yeah.
RPCS3?
No, that's
Whatever.
PSX2.
PSX2.
Yeah, they do live updates or nightly updates or something like that. So
Nice.
yeah.
Yeah, I got rid of PSX2 after a while because I ended up getting that backwards compatible PS3. So I basically started buying those games.
Yeah, iconic.
Absolutely.
So fun. Good times, man.
Yeah, man. So I had one more pick. I'll do like a little quick poll of this, and we can move on. I'm sure a lot of you guys played this next one, but this is another one that just had a lot of replay value after I thought about it afterwards, and I was like, "What the hell, dude?"
Does anybody have any like trade-in experiences at GameStop?
Who doesn't?
Yeah, I mean,
You're always getting scammed at GameStop, I feel.
Oh,
I know.
yeah.
I just remember being fucking disappointed every time.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you like $5. Like, the fuck?
Yeah, dude.
$5?
Wow, 100 games? I'll give you $10 for it.
I mean, now the only time I ever really sell games is if I want store credit to get something else.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know? Oh, dude, I have this game.
Shit.
I love this fucking game, bro.
Yeah, so that's what I said. I was
Whoa.
like, I knew if I chose this, that everyone would be like, "Oh
Uh-huh.
yeah, I absolutely played this." But it's one of those games that it was so much fun. Like, the homie would come over, you guys would play, pass it back and forth, like take
Yeah.
turns. And
Dude,
it's
there's
too many.
Go ahead, sorry.
Yeah, no, too many hours playing this game. Go for it.
There's nothing more stimulating than a high score game, dude. Especially when it involves The Simpsons and like a crazy taxi mix. Ah, fucking love
I
this game,
got a
dude.
big question for you guys then. Simpsons Road Rage or Simpsons Hit and Run?
Hit and run.
Hit and Run.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Hit and run.
Yeah,
That
I
was
actually
something.
didn't. I didn't own Hit and Run. My buddy did, and he just let me borrow it. So that's where I got my exposure to that. So
Simpsons
Um,
GTA, man. Holy crap.
Did you ever play Simpsons
Oh.
skateboarding?
No.
It's god awful. Don't ever play it. Throw it in the fire if you ever pick it up. It's trash.
I remember loving these games, but I can tell you the difference. I don't remember. I remember liking them though.
I can't see the gameplay.
Hey, what's
though.
up with that footage, Joe?
Yeah, what
Oh.
happened?
Oh, there we
Oh,
go.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
You were
Hold on.
using auto?
what the heck? Yeah, I was using. Here, let me run
My
that.
name is Otto. I love to get blotto.
back. Let's see. Sorry about all the technical difficulties, everybody. We're
Oh,
gonna-
it's one of those days, man.
Mhm.
It is one of those
I think
days.
I logged out and logged in. It's a weird day to have a show. Like, I know, like, usually we do Fridays, and it kind of like messed up everyone's schedule. I know it did for me.
I think it's because you're hosting, Ryan, and it's Saturday. Everyone's on the bandwidth.
That's true. Everyone in my
yes.
Everyone's gaming.
Yeah.
And
Alright,
good
here we
on
go.
them for
Okay,
gaming.
there it is.
Here we go.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Hold on. I think. Let's go.
Oh yeah, I forgot that Mr. Burns like put out nuclear buses or something, in like nuclear powered buses, and everyone's getting like radiation.
Oh, yeah.
Look how good this thing looks, like upscale.
Yeah, this is great. Wow.
Like, why haven't they done an HD remake of this?
I think my favorite
It's a
my
licensing thing.
my favorite quote out of this game is literally like, anytime someone gets in Homer's car and he's like, "Careful, don't sit on my nachos."
My favorite one, I still say to this day, that's from this is like, I have no insurance.
Yeah, whenever you hit someone.
Yeah.
I know.
Oh man. You know, my favorite, it's not in this, but my favorite auto quote is what he's just exiting. It's just like a random scene, and he's exiting this place. It's called Stoner's Pot Plants, and he exits and he looks up at the sign. He's like, "Man, this place is false advertising."
I love The Simpsons, dude. It's so funny.
Classic.
I don't keep up with it anymore, but like the first 12 seasons, I'll quote those all day, dude.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you still watch it, I mean, good on you. But yeah, it's definitely after the original writers left. It's
Yeah, man.
They're trying to be current.
Yeah, and it's,
Whoa.
not everyone could be South Park.
What's going on there?
The
a lot of
fish
people don't
captain.
know. Conan O'Brien wrote for The Simpsons.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
like in his early years.
Yeah. The rest of them are all like Harvard graduates, and
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can see this being
it's addicting,
very
dude.
very addicting. Yeah.
Dude, playing the 10 minutes of footage that I got for this thing, it was very hard to put it down. I wanted to play it for like a full hour. I was kind of like, I was like, okay, I gotta do other stuff. Like,
Where'd you get your ROMs?
from copying them from my original copies because
Oh,
that's the
right.
legal way to do
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
Wink,
yeah,
wink.
yeah. No, I get it.
Wait.
We'll talk
And
offline.
this podcast is sponsored by.
Don't lie. I know you're on Vim's layer.
I'll let you know afterwards.
All right.
Yeah, careful what you say. Capcom's watching.
That's right.
I think you're okay as long as you've owned it before.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, these are all games that I owned and sold.
Yeah.
So I knew that this would be a good pick because it's just, I mean, I should still own this game. I should have never got rid of it.
Yeah, I owned it too, man, and I got rid of it.
All right, I'm gonna go next. But before I do, I want to know if anyone has any GameStop trade-in stories. Like, does anyone like encounter someone working at GameStop that's just like, oh, like you're trading in this game, like I don't know, and then because you buy it for like full price, and they offer you like $1 for it.
So I have one from when I was really young, still collecting like N64 games. I went in and I was like, "Hey, do you guys have Mortal Kombat Sub-Zero Mythologies?" And
Ooh.
like, yeah, and he was like, "You don't want that game," and I was like, "No, I do." And he's like, "Trust me, you don't want it." I was like, "Look," I was like, "I've played it. I know how janky it is. I still like it. I want it." And he's like, "No, you don't." And I'm just like, I was like, "Hey, Dad," I'm like, "Dad, come over here." And I was like, I'm literally like, I'm a 9-year-old. I'm like, this guy's giving me shit for wanting to buy this game. And my dad's like, is there a problem? And the guy's like, no. And he went and got the game for me.
Nice.
Why does every fucking GameStop person have to like crush your like 9-year-old
Dude,
dreams?
Because they
right?
think they know everything. I don't
Why
know
is
shit,
that?
dude.
I already beat that one.
Someone from GameStop, please tell me like why you feel the need to tell these little kids that they're buying a terrible game. Let them figure that out. Right?
But I already knew that it was bad. I still wanted it though because I like it.
Yeah, it's none of your fucking business.
Yeah, seriously.
Mm-hmm.
Let me buy the goddamn game. I don't need your shitty ass review.
Yeah, your 2 cents.
Because all you play is StarCraft. Chill out.
Yeah, virgin.
Yeah, chill out.
Yeah, let me buy my shitty game.
Yeah, and then I'll trade it back, and then you'll give me $1 for it. So
Exactly.
all right. I don't know. Have you guys heard of a game called Steel Battalion
Yes,
for the Xbox? The original,
I love it.
giant Xbox. It came with a huge controller that had way too many buttons for no fucking reason.
Yeah, but that startup sequence, though, you can't deny is awesome.
The best parts of this game was starting it up and turning it off. Because you had to like flip all these switches in a sequence, and you're like booting up, you're booting up this like giant robot, and then like if you take too much damage, then you can there's a sequence where you can eject, and that was like the coolest thing. But
were you bad at it, Ryan?
I was terrible.
I had a buddy who was like nasty in that game.
Really, like I don't even know how you would be nasty in it.
Well, because he knew how to do the dodging with the joysticks.
That's right. Okay,
like,
yeah, that was tricky.
It was like you had to tap like a specific pedal, and then you would have to like move both joysticks to the left or the right at the same time. He got so good at that because like I jumped in, and I'm just like barely mobbing forward, and I'm getting wrecked, and he's like, "No, this is how you do it." And he gets on, he's like, just like destroying everything.
Oh yeah, it's like okay. So when you have to walk so far in this game to get to the battlefield.
But you had the whole controller set up, Brian?
Yes, I had all of this. It even came with pedals.
I think that's the only way you can play the game.
Yeah,
that's nuts, dude.
Yeah, it had all of this. I think the game was like $200.
Holy crap!
Oh yeah, we gotta see the startup sequence though. The startup sequence is legit.
Yeah, let's see. I think we'll get to it. Yes, so thanks to whoever this video.
That eject button with the little plastic lid right there on it.
Oh yeah,
I love it.
it had the throttle there. I guess yeah, they had like different robots you can choose from. I never really got very far because I sucked at this game. But I
Did
just
your dad play
remember
that?
he tried. We all tried. Yeah, I don't think we got very far.
I just see
But
I
I
see
feel
your
like that would
dad.
have been something your dad would have been like, yeah, we're getting this.
I just see your dad like try it, and then he's like, "Yep, you wasted your money."
it was so hard to find, dude. This game was like when it came out, it was extremely hard to
Yeah.
get. Um, there was a PC like it was like a PC game store which you can rent PC games and like other stuff there. This is one of the things that you can rent and buy. So they had one of these there used, and we scooped it up, um, and we hooked it up to our Xbox, and let's like check it out.
All
So
right.
this is how you start
Yeah.
up this thing. You have to flip these switches in sequence. You flip those little toggles there, dude.
Dude.
This thing is so sick.
The it like lights up.
Huh.
Get start the button. All right, so there you go.
Isn't it interesting now that so many games are not made with this kind of idea in mind of making their like an exclusive controller to play that specific game? Like that's
you-
such a
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just a big commitment for them to try to like put
Yeah.
all that money into like a proprietary controller where
But
you're
it's
just
It's a
like,
weird.
gamble.
everyone
it's a
tried
gamble,
it
yeah,
at one point. Nintendo tried it and PlayStation tried it. Everyone did tried it to make a more immersive experience, and it didn't work out.
I'm not
It's-
gonna lie. As an adult, I think I could smash this game if I gave it a good like 2 hours of playtime. I think I could get really good at this.
like a modernized version, or
Yeah.
you're talking about this?
Even this one specifically,
okay.
because and when I first played it, I was like 16, and dude, the controller would barely fit. Like I could barely, get in with the controller. It was so big.
Dude, so I guess the Xbox only had RGB inputs, so this dude had to find a tube TV to plug it in.
They have converters now.
Yeah,
You
I
literally
thought,
I know.
the original Xbox supported HDMI, didn't it?
no.
I don't think so.
You literally
No, sorry, I'm sorry, not HDMI. It supported HD 1080i.
Did it?
I'm
Yeah,
not-
with
I don't
component
think
with
so.
not with composite cables, with component cables.
This game, a current version of this game, I don't know. That might be pretty cool.
It's in VR now. It's called Vox Machina.
But I played that, and that's not even this intense. So
Oh,
I
He's
mean,
gonna eject.
have you played online?
Oh, he's ejecting. Oh, shoot.
That looks pretty cool.
So if you didn't escape, I think it like reset your save.
Yeah. It's a one death game.
Ooh, so it's like an
Dang.
arcade game.
It was a roguelite, and we had no idea what roguelites were.
So it's ahead of its time.
It was. I just think that like not a whole lot of people got to play it because A, it was hard to find, and B, it was so fucking expensive, and people were dropping money to buy the console, and at that point they were not ready to
Look at that gamer.
look at him.
Tell
Look
me
at
that
gamer
Tell me
right
that
there.
doesn't look fun though, man.
I don't know how they they captured this in 2002, I guess.
Yeah, just like a little like a handheld.
Or maybe no, the Steel Battalion was released in 2002, wasn't it?
Makes sense.
Yeah.
But like that game is like super hard to find. Like it's worth a lot of money now. I think it's worth around like $400-$500.
You don't have it
Jeez.
anymore?
All that?
So-
No, I traded this game in.
So you bought it for 200. How much did you trade it in for? That's what I want to know.
Probably like $50.
Oi!
50 bucks?
Oi!
Okay, I thought it was going to be lower.
Power
actually.
to the
I thought-
players.
Oh,
Yeah, it
Bro.
was. Yeah, but if I still had this, it would be in a trophy in a case. Like I would not even
I'd be playing it.
be.
Oh, yeah.
It'd be insane. It had so many buttons on there that like didn't even do shit. Like
But it looked cool.
like why? But it looked amazing. Yeah.
That's a cool pick, dude. I've never seen that before, but that would have been one of the ones that like if you went over to the homie's house, I'd be like, dude, I'm playing this. I'm sorry, but
Heck
you're gonna watch me play this for like
yeah.
the entirety of my stay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was pretty difficult for me.
So the complete price of Steel Battalion, if you have it all together and it's loose, $385.
Okay,
Yeah.
Oh no
a
no
little bit
no
more.
loose. Oh yeah, so complete the loose price. So say if you were just to buy the game or like one or like the controller, 110.
So that's
Okay,
held its value. That's pretty awesome.
Brand new, 1,000. Graded,
Damn.
1,100.
Wow.
Jeez.
yeah,
That's
definitely
cool, man.
the one I had is not
Wow.
gonna be worth that much. But it was cool, man. Like it was the first kind of like I never played any like uh, airplane sim games or any like racing games with like the steering wheel and stuff like that. So this was like awesome, right? I love giant robots and stuff like that. So this was like as a kid playing this game, it was amazing. I don't know why I traded this in or I felt like I needed to, but damn, I sure wish I had it back.
For sure.
Regrets.
Yeah. I had the when I played Gran Turismo 2 growing up, I had the Mad Catz steering wheel with the pedals.
Oh.
And dude, let me tell you that was one of the coolest experiences. It legitimately felt like I had an arcade machine at home. It was so much fun.
Oh man.
Dude, the wheels make a difference, dude.
Yeah, they do.
Having the steering wheel over the controller is like second to none.
Night and day.
I would just be playing Cruising World though.
Cruising, yeah. Yeah.
You just see all of the real women in the bikinis with the little signs.
Yes.
Just
Oh.
constantly double tapping so that you do like the little
The
like
wheelie.
burnout. Yeah, the wheelie. I love
That's a hard game, dude.
I love
Yeah.
Cruising
Those midway games are no joke with their rubber banding.
World. I used to rip those on the arcade. That'd be the
yeah.
one that I could like run on like 1/4. I could sit there for like an hour.
Oh, you get first every time?
Yeah, I could get first at least like 3 or 4 times before like the
Nice.
machine started like getting a little too OP.
Yeah, and it does.
The difficulty curve goes like up tremendously after like the first couple wins.
Yeah, I think I have Cruising World on the N64. It's
Those are great.
It's ass
I
compared to
love
like the
those
arcade
ones.
version.
I love those ones.
But you don't have the steering wheel.
Yeah, but still, it was still so much fun. What was it? The Rush 2000.
San Francisco Rush.
Yeah, San Francisco Rush. Yeah,
I got that.
that's a good one.
I still other things that I regret trading in are my Nintendo 64, my Nintendo GameCube,
That's me.
and I don't know what happened to all my Rock Band shit.
You had Rock Band?
Yeah.
Bro, do you
yeah.
remember ditching school when you got Rock Band the first day? Sorry, mom and dad, if you're listening, but
Oh yeah.
we completely ditched school the day that Rock Band came out and just spent the entire
was
day
worth
just
it.
going through that entire set list.
Nice.
Oh yeah, we did. Oh
Who
yeah,
was
we
on
did.
who was on what though?
We also did a lot, but I remember my voice got destroyed because I would be singing
Just
all
killing
the
it?
fucking songs. In my mind, I would have to turn up the volume really loud to mask my my singing voice. But yeah, I would get like I would lose my voice playing that game.
Hell yeah, say it and so.
Oh god, yeah. The Weezer expansion packs. Oh yeah.
I remember playing that drum set, dude, and remember being super sore the next day.
Oh yeah.
Literally,
Yeah, they would be sore.
I'm sitting on a chair, so I'm hitting like hitting the foot pedal or whatever. And after a while, my ass just like is all tense and tight.
Oh, yeah, dude.
I was like, dude, I can't do this.
Oh yeah,
That's
dude. I totally
hilarious.
remember being sore.
Dude, it was painful.
Yeah, I kind of regret trading in Rock Band or Guitar Hero. You guys still have Guitar Hero?
I have it.
Oh man,
I have 3. Legends of Rock, arguably the best one.
That is the best one.
Yeah.
That one has the best. That one has all the best songs.
Yeah. It has the legendary For the Fire and Flames, and people are still I think are still playing that for score today.
Absolutely.
It's such a big flex, that song.
Dude, that song it's so hard.
It is insane.
Oh man.
I remember
Yeah.
that one.
Ryan, are you sure that Rock Band's not at your mom's house?
No, it wouldn't be there. It would be at my dad's, and I cleaned that place out.
Okay, maybe they,
Yeah.
because I remember we were over there one time and they had Rock Band. I was like, I kind of wanted to boot it up. I was like,
If
we should play Rock Band for old time's sake.
if they still had it, I would have definitely had hosted that. But yeah, I think they got rid of it. My mom moves things really quickly.
Nah, sad face.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I really miss my Nintendo 64 because playing Conker's Bad Fur Day on Nintendo 64 was so amazing. One
That's
of my
also worth a lot
favorite
now.
games of all time. Yeah, it's one of the games that are like worth a lot. That multiplayer was so fun, dude. I remember there's so many. I love
Yeah.
that game because there's so many different multiplayer modes. You can
It
play split
slapped.
screen. There was one where you're like an Ugga Bugga, you're a caveman running around. You have to steal the eggs from the other
Yeah,
team, and the
from the
dinosaurs.
dinosaurs.
And then if you're a dinosaur, you have to like protect your nest, and then you have to like eat the caveman because trying to steal the eggs. Dude, it's so
The
fun.
best
So
is when they're running and they're all like, they're like running. They make all the little
Dude.
noises.
Yeah, everything about that game was amazing. If you were like what is it, the teddies versus the squirrels or something like
Yeah.
that, you had to like, if you're a squirrel, you have to like run up the beach as like fast as you can, and then like try to get into it was like D-Day, and you're trying to
Yep.
you're like a French refugee or something like that.
Oh
or-
yeah, it's literally you're literally having to like escape while they're like trying to shoot you and bomb you and everything.
yeah,
Yeah,
that
that was fun.
That's such fun game modes, dude.
That's a classic.
What else?
Did you guys play the one for Xbox?
Yeah, it was
Live and
okay.
Reloaded. They
Yeah, it
changed
was
the
okay.
multiplayer.
Yeah, they changed it a lot.
The story was there with, and the graphics looked great, but the multiplayer they fucked it up, dude.
Yeah, the
That's
Live
a-
and
the-
Reloaded one. Yeah, they
Yeah,
messed it
I
up.
never played that one.
Yeah, it was not good. Although I wanted to be, I played it. I played it a lot just because, like, I was nostalgic for Conquer.
Yeah.
But Rare Replay that they have out now for Xbox, like the current systems or whatever, actually has the classic multiplayer in it. So
And it runs good. It doesn't have any frame dips or nothing.
yeah, I think it's still
Nice.
So I think it's still like
Yeah.
split screen 4 players too. So
Well, they updated like a lot of the camera movements too. So you're now, you don't have to it's not like how it is on the N64 where you have to use your stick to move and rotate the camera, or use the C buttons to rotate the camera.
yeah, I remember.
You're able to actually turn it with the right stick now. And that's
Yeah, good
brilliant.
times. Also miss Diddy Kong Racing.
Diddy Kong Racing.
I love the multiplayer where you're having to use the planes to like get the eggs and bring them back to your nest.
That one's so much fun.
Yeah, I missed that.
That game's next to impossible to beat, dude. That final race against that pig, dude, so hard.
Bro, the difficulty curve on that one, it gets really hard too.
Dude, days wasted trying to beat that fat ass.
That was a sleeper too, because a lot of people didn't want to play it because they're like, "This, dude, this looks like a kid's game, bro. Like this is dumb." I was like, "It's so much fun." There was a lot of things I liked about that more than even Mario Kart.
Yeah, like how you could get the missile, and then if you got another balloon, it would upgrade the missile.
Yeah, you get up to 3, and then we get to like the third one. You get like the freaking homing missile.
Yeah,
it was that game was cool because it was a little bit more strategy in getting your supers and stuff. Not your supers, all the special weapons and stuff like that. Because like, okay, do I hit him right now, or do I like save it up for another one, or like I have one right now and like I see another little patch. I'm like, okay, that might actually, a boost might like be better right now, but crap, I got to give up all these rockets that I've been saving up. So
yeah, definitely.
So
I remember it's stocking up on rockets.
Yeah, and it looked good, dude. It was also fun, like being in a hovercraft and then being in a flying.
Yeah,
thing,
you get to choose.
You could choose what you rode. I loved it.
It was awesome.
The soundtrack was good too.
Heck yeah, dude. Dun, 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 dun.
That was when I first saw like Conker and Banjo and like.
Oh yeah.
Awesome.
All right. So yeah, those were the games that I games and consoles I kind of wish I had kept, but I needed to trade them in because I am addicted to getting the shiny new thing always.
As we all are.
Yep. And also was a child, and my parents did not want to buy me things, so I had to try to pad it as much as I could to get like the new thing.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Chris,
All right.
I know you got some.
Yep. Give me a
Let's see
sec here. Let me go ahead and do this. Boom. Boom. Mm-hmm. Boom.
We got some games.
That's what I want to show. This is what I miss after I traded this in. Can you see?
What is this?
Yep.
Yes.
Flashbacks versus Warriors.
Oh, right. 3, 2,
So yeah,
1. Get heavy out there.
I sold this, and me and my friend played this game literally every day because it was just such a heavy-hitting, like ass-kicking game.
What game was this?
This
the
is Warriors.
Oh,
So
the Warriors game.
Do you remember how we were just talking about the thing running in HD or 1080i? This is one of the games that supported 1080i.
Yeah, but oh, dude, it's like you hit so hard, and it just feels so good, dude, when you rock someone on the head with a fucking brick. But like
oh my God.
we,
I remember this game.
I sold it. I regretted it, and my buddy was literally like, "Dude, why did you sell it? We always play this game." And I'm like, I know. 3 weeks later, I found a kid at school who had it, and I was like, "Yo, I'll buy it from you right now." $16, and I bought it off of him, and then I ended up selling it again later down the line. So now I have the digital copy of it because I absolutely love this game.
Oh yeah,
play-
this is
I-
great. The
I played it-
original Battle Royale.
Yeah, and so the cool thing about this too is it's a co-op game, and whenever you get too far apart from each other, it goes into split screen. It's awesome, man. I wish they would have done that more for split screen multiplayer.
Yeah, usually it'll just like all of a sudden it'll just like kind of max out like where you can't go.
Yeah. All right, let me show you my next thing.
I love that game.
Dude, so do I, man. So do I.
Dude, yeah, that was a
Alright.
flashback. Man, that was a super fun game to play. I remember playing that. I remember renting it a lot.
Yes.
That was
All right.
definitely a good weekend rental.
Let me close this first.
So violent.
I know. It was so violent, dude. Like when you hit someone over the head with a bat, dude, they were just like clock. Okay, here's my next one. Another thing that I miss selling is my PlayStation 2.
Oh, that's so
Okay.
sad.
I
hate
had
hearing that.
I had the original Fatback. I modded it not with the chip, but I had the swap magic disc, so I could play any region game I wanted to play.
Sick.
But who wants to play like PAL version? I mean, it was mainly for all the Japanese imports that we didn't get here. But yeah, I ended up selling it, and then one day I woke up, I was like, I feel like some Metal Gear Solid 3, and then I'm like, oh, that's right, you got rid of it, dude.
Oh man.
And it broke my heart, and I literally sat there crying.
Dude.
You feel my
Do you-
pain?
Do you still have any like hard copies of original PlayStation 2 games?
Yes, I do. I don't have any cases though, or I have a couple cases actually, but nothing crazy. And here's my last one. This game I sold, and I've actually 2 days ago I was really wanting to play it, and I was like, well, I used to have it. This is Ape Escape.
I love that game. Hell yeah.
If you ever played this.
That was the first game
I
that
love it.
introduced the DualShock.
Yes, sir.
Analog.
So yeah.
Or made it recommended. I mean, not required.
No,
Required.
it was required.
Yeah, required. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
Because you
But just-
needed the vibration?
No,
No.
you needed the right stick.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
little monkey with a machine gun.
This game is so good. The soundtrack for this absolutely slaps, dude.
I
The first
know.
one and the second one.
This is so funny.
This game got really hard too. Some of the
It
some of the
does.
puzzles get really like you have to think about them.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't play this, Ryan?
I did.
Oh,
I
okay.
definitely did.
Yeah.
That's a
So
classic.
that's those were my games.
Oh man.
Where's the modern Ape Escape? What's going on? Come on, PlayStation.
You know,
Who owns the rights to Ape Escape besides? I know.
Isn't
Is
it
that a Sony?
IDOS? Isn't it an IDOS game?
it was
It was-
it was originally it's a Japan import.
It was a Sony Entertainment production, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
I thought it was
let
the
me-
same people.
It was the
Same
first-
people
it was-
who made Tomb Raider.
It was a first party game. I'm almost sure.
Japan Studio and Sony Interactive.
Okay. So yeah, they're a sister company. So
I never played Ape Escape 2 or 3. Were
2
they
is
good?
really good. Yeah, 2 has an awesome soundtrack, and it's same stuff, just improves on some of the stuff from the first one, and
Mhm.
it's really good.
Yeah,
You'd
you
love
didn't
it.
play 3?
I never played 3. I fell off after that.
Oh, okay.
All right, you guys ready for this question?
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
How many games was the most you've had to trade in to get one game?
10.
Oh.
Yeah, I think I had to trade in like fucking 12 or 13 games for like one game one time. That shit was wild.
Yeah, when I turned in the Devil May Cry thing, I had the first 3, and then I had a bunch of other stuff, and that all equated to me getting like I think $44, which was like $10 shy of getting like a brand new game. And hell if I can remember what that new game was. So annoying, dude.
Yeah, just a stack. Coming
Yeah.
in with a stack of games and coming out with one game.
But you were still excited for that one.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah.
You know.
You know what I
Forgot
always
about the
thought?
rest.
I always thought in my head, because I saved I had like multiple memory cards, and so I was like, I always have my save files. You know, it's like that's my thing, that I feel like that's my trophy of having that game. And so I was like, I kind of was like okay with letting it go, like knowing that for some reason I was able to obtain it again, I could go back to where I left off.
Yeah. Do you still have your memory cards?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And they still work. It's over at my work. We use it all the time.
Nice.
It's funny hearing all of this. I still have my Nintendo GameCube. I still have my PlayStation. I have the slim version of the PlayStation 2. I kept all of those, and I'm like, thank God I kept those.
Good
I
job.
know.
But I think there one thing I regret selling myself is what's in my background here, CS:GO skins and CS:GO stuff, because stuff after updates like became very expensive. Like the very first CS:GO case ever distributed ever is now worth I think about $80.
Damn.
Yeah,
Jeez.
like people make a living off of this game. Like
People do love Counter-Strike.
yeah, there's this kid recently who sold. He was 18 years old. He sold a knife that was worth $169,000, and he bought a car. And
Sick.
I mean, but because they're so old, like you can't find them anymore. You can't get them anymore. And I had things like that. I had old like skins, and then I sold them like for $40 at the time. But now I look back and I see, oh crap, they're now worth $100.
So how would you sell the skins? Do you sell them in game or did you have them on a card?
You had them. So you had an account with Steam, and then you'd have an inventory. Like whenever you got a new skin or whatever, it
Right.
would go to your Steam inventory.
Yep. Okay.
And at the time, like these skins, yeah, they were worth like maybe like $20-$30,
Yeah.
give or take. Like, but now, holy crap, they are
They
worth some
were-
like serious cash.
They're their original NFTs.
Yeah. I mean, I still invest into skins all the time, and I'm still trying to make money with skins and stuff. And it's good cash, but I mean, holy craps! If I can imagine if I had some of the skins that I did back, like maybe like 10 years ago, because this game I think's been around for over 22 years now. I
Mhm.
think Valve does not make sequels, so This game's been around for 22 years, and in that time, there's skins that have gone through such big stories, like the story about the Howl skin, right? The M4A4 Howl skin, how it's the
Tell us.
only. So the M4A4 Howl skin is a copyrighted skin. At the time, Valve didn't know this. Valve didn't know that a community member took a copyrighted image and put it on a skin until the rights holder came out and said, "Hey, that's my image on your guys' gun. What are you doing with it? Like, I need money for
Oh.
this." So people that own the skin, they didn't exactly remove the skin. Like nowadays, Valve changes the skin if something like that happens, but for some reason, Valve decided not to and kept the skin the exact same as it was. Now, if you have that skin, it's called a contraband skin. It's a golden skin, and I think it's worth somewhere like when it originally was distributed, it was $15. Now it's worth $500 if you have it.
Wow.
It's worth a console.
Look at that.
That's
Yeah.
insane.
It's worth a PS5.
Yeah, it's worth one PS5.
For cosmetic.
Yeah, for a cosmetic thing.
That's so sick.
And as they get, as less and less, I mean, nowadays, you can't get them, but what's crazy about CS:GO now is since people have stopped, Valve has stopped distributing some of the items in game, like Weapon Case 1, Weapon Case Bravo. You can't get those anymore. The game doesn't generate those cases anymore. So as streamers and people like that open them for fun, like open an $80 case for fun. I don't know what their definition of fun is right there. That's a lot of money to blow.
Yeah. Fun's relative.
But
Agreed.
as they get less and less in stock, it goes up and up in value. So there's people that are still holding on to maybe 50 of these cases and then deciding to sell them for $100, give or take. So it's really interesting. I regret selling some of the skins I did back in the day.
Video games are so weird, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, they are.
it's crazy.
I just checked my inventory to see if I had any. I don't have shit, bro.
I'm rich.
I was like, I'm about to retire.
Right.
Did you imagine? Oh my god.
Look, holy shit! I found a skin for a P90 that I on there for $6. That was the best thing I have.
There's stories all the time about how people make a living. They retire from their day job and then they go and flip skins for a living. And people have gone from they're now sitting in multi-million-dollar mansions with some really expensive cars. There was one time there's a guy I follow, a streamer. This is the last story I'm going to say about CS:GO, but it was kind of funny. So this guy I follow, his name is Anomaly, and he gets CS:GO offers all the time, and he reviews them on stream. And the craziest one he got recently is, "Hey Anomaly, my dad is in prison. I need to pay his bail, so I'm going to sell you 2 of my knives that are worth, I think, $5,000, and I'm going to use that money to pay my dad's bail to get him out of jail." And Anomaly obliged. He gave him the $5,000 to get the 2 skins, and the guy, as far as we know, paid his dad's bail with the skins he got.
That's
Sweet.
wild.
Yeah. Crazy stuff, man. Crazy stuff.
Yeah, that's your one chance, Dad.
See, Dad, you told me that video games wouldn't amount to anything.
Yeah.
But video games just got you out of jail, you little bitch.
I think right now my CS:GO inventory is currently sitting at, I think it's somewhere around $70 to $80 and growing. I'm trying to build up and then sell. That's what I'm trying to do.
Dang. I wonder if I could find my old account from middle school. There's just a bunch of stuff floating around in there.
You should check if you have anything in there.
I'm sure no, from what I remember, I remember getting emails at a certain point, and they're like, if you don't log in within X amount of days, we're gonna take your account away. They used to do that with Diablo 2. If you didn't play for 3 months, they would automatically wipe your account.
I'll give you
Jeez.
$10 for your account right now. I'll Venmo you.
Wait, so if you didn't play, they canceled your account and then that's it?
They would, yeah. I mean,
You couldn't
because I
get
mean,
that?
like
That's crazy.
your characters are sitting there on a server, like kind of taking up space. So if you're not like
Mm.
actively using it, it makes sense. Like, you know.
Interesting.
Nowadays, people would riot over that.
Oh yeah, absolutely, for sure. But yeah, no, I definitely remember like getting like alerts like when I had stopped playing for a little while. I'd be like, hey, like just so you know, if you don't log in pretty soon, you're getting your account wiped. I was like, all
Fuck
right,
you.
okay.
It was cutthroat back then.
Yeah, it was rough.
Yeah. Does anybody else have any games or consoles that they miss or they have regrets selling off?
It's
Wish they had.
I think like nowadays it's more of like, oh, I wish I bought this at the time or something like that, because some
Mm.
games like are no longer available now. Like Sonic Adventure 2 on Steam is no longer available for
Yeah, a
whatever
lot of
reason.
digital games for sure. Yeah,
San Andreas.
there's a lot of lost media out there actually because they never did a physical release, and some like the stuff that was on the DS store, there was a whole list of like these people like adamantly like, hey, right now go on the store and buy these games because we just don't know if they're going to ever be able to re-release these games because of like licensing and all these other things. So it's like get them now because essentially they're going to be lost media.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So and
It's
a
really
lot of them
sad
are really good.
actually.
It's yeah, a lot of these developers that like dedicated like a lot of time, and they're really good games, and it's a bummer that they can't figure out ways to like keep these things in circulation.
Well, they're also not doing their due diligence to preserve their history either.
That's it. That's the whole thing is like preserving video game history. And at this point, like we already know that video games are art. So at this point, it's like we should be preserving art, right? So it's just
Mhm.
why are we letting these things like just like wither into air, like not be around or not readily available? Especially like older titles, we need to figure out ways to have like people experience these things
Yeah.
and not just have them just like
There's
become
some
abandoned.
type of way to digitize them and just
Yeah.
People want them still. It's,
Yeah.
it's very clear.
There's one PlayStation 2 game you can't get any more legally, I think. I believe there's no way to get it legally anymore. But it's a Jurassic Park game. It's called Jurassic Park Operation Genesis. I still
Fucking
have my
love
copy.
that game.
Yes.
Love
Cult
that game.
classic.
Okay,
Dude.
explain. I've
So-
never heard of this.
I'm gonna try to pull this up.
So it's a park builder game. Nowadays, there's two
What?
park builders that are out. There's Jurassic World Evolution and Jurassic World Evolution 2. But back in the day, in PS2, there was Jurassic Park Operation Genesis, and you can build your own Jurassic Park.
Like
Now,
Roller Coaster Tycoon kind of park builder?
basically,
Yeah.
Oh, what? Get
Yeah.
out of here, dude.
you gotta see it. It's epic.
Please.
And it had
pull
all the
this up,
movie
man.
dinosaurs.
Oh my god.
And you can make the dinosaurs run amok in your park. You can have them eat people. And what was crazy at the time is that every person that came into your park had a personality. Like it was like people still consider the game more advanced than the
How-
new one.
How am I just hearing about this game right now? This sounds so
It is
right
sick
up
as
my
fuck. Do I
alley.
still have my box? Let me check if I have my box still. I think I still got it.
Dude, I literally would like fly around in the helicopter just tranking fucking dinosaurs. Oh, I loved it. I loved it.
Dude, this sounds so sick.
Is this not?
No. That's Jurassic Park Sega.
No, that's for
Genesis.
Genesis. Yeah. No, I own that game.
The music for that game is sick.
That was hell yeah. That was based off
Operation
the
Genesis.
yeah, that was based off the arcade game.
Yes, there it is. No, I don't have my box is in a box somewhere. A box within a box, but
Whoa, whoa.
Inception.
So this game,
not a moment.
holy crap! It had the park builder, and then it had challenges. It had exercises.
Bro, that looks so sick. Oh my god, that looks just like Roller Coaster Tycoon.
I
Yeah.
definitely played this.
It's legit, dude. It's
Wait,
so
this
fun.
is for PS2?
For PS2 and PC.
Oh, dude, I'm
PC
getting
had a-
this ROM later. I mean,
It's hard to find the
I will
ROM.
be
It's too late.
downloading
It's too late, Joe.
the copy
Going
of
to
the
jail.
copy I already own onto
I'm gonna
another
warn
copy.
you now.
You're getting canceled.
Finding the ROM. So I'm gonna warn you now. It's really hard to find a good place to find the ROM. I mean, I'm sure there's tons of good resources out there. I'm sure chat, probably will come up with something too. But holy crap, is it tough to get the ROM now? You can't get this game legally anymore. And
Is it just because of
there's
the
two different
licensing or what?
I'm not sure what it is now. Like, maybe it's the licensing, but what's crazy about this game is that basically it had two separate versions. There was a version for the PC and a version for the PlayStation, and each of the versions had different skins and cosmetics. So, like the Jurassic Park entrance right there, for example, it didn't look like that on the PlayStation. It looked a little downgraded. So,
Vaccines.
if you got a PlayStation version, holy crap, hold on to it. Like, it's worth a lot now.
Dude, and Jurassic Park is so popular right now. Like, what's
Mhm.
going on? Like, why are they not like releasing something like this?
They have
This
Jurassic
is
Park
so sick.
Evolution.
They have Evolution, but arguably this game there has some mechanics in here that are arguably better.
Dude,
than
Evolution's
Evolution.
ass.
Yeah, Evolution is compared to this.
Yeah.
The one thing I really loved about this game, like I said, is that every park guest had their own personality, and like you can follow them around, and like you would kind of morph the park dependent on like the majority of who was in your park, who wasn't. Like if a guy said, "Oh, I want to see more carnivores," you would morph your park to get 5 stars. And getting a 5-star park was brutal. It was a grind.
I never did it.
I did it like maybe 5 times. That was it. But
Damn.
5 times in all the years I've been playing that game. Oh my god, it was brutal. It was a challenge.
Oh, you just gave me something to do for the rest of the day.
But one thing that I forgot to mention about this game too, is the
I'm going to
missions.
track down a copy of this so I can add it to my collection.
Dude, there's
Chris,
one on
I'm
eBay
excited.
right now, $50.
Bro,
Chris,
this
do
is
you remember
so
the
sick.
missions?
Yeah, of course.
About how like they would make you replay like the movies and make you build the park in
Mhm.
like with specifics to the movies, like Jurassic Classic. Build all dinosaurs that in your park have to be from the first movie, and you had to get 5 stars with those dinosaurs.
Yep. It was good
Regardless.
shit, man. I literally, my favorite thing still is just flying around in the helicopter and just tranking dinosaurs.
I
So
think you
fun.
can kill them too.
You can. They do have rounds to kill them.
Yeah, there
Yeah.
was a mission I remember. Like it was like rescue the president. Like the president of the United States was in your park for some reason, and then like there's a whole cage full of rampaging dinosaurs. They all get out, and you have to shoot them up. It was crazy, dude.
I remember the first park I built in that game. I put no trash cans down, so my park is just riddled with trash.
my
Like there's just like soda cups and like bags of chips everywhere. Like nobody gave a fuck, dude. They just threw everything on the floor. But that's my fault.
All right,
And
I
then
found it.
to unlock all the fossil sites, you had to like go into the notepad of the PC version,
Yeah.
open the notepad up, and then like type out a line of code.
It was so cool.
Oh, it was a great game.
Brilliant
I missed
game.
the game so much.
Cool, man. Yeah, I definitely remember playing that game. So we're gonna get into some gameplay impressions of Baldur's Gate 3 coming out August 1st.
But wait, there's more?
Yeah.
More?
Wait, there's more. So it's actually coming out. It's coming out a month before Starfield. Originally, it was set to come out around when that game was releasing, but they decided to push it up for PC about a month, which is
Smart choice.
Smart.
Yeah,
move.
why wouldn't they want that healthy competition?
There is no competition.
Yeah, no one's gonna get it.
No one's gonna get it.
Non-gamers are gonna
What are
play
you
Starfield.
what are you talking about? If it dropped at the same time, I mean it's
What are you gonna do, Joe?
Maybe
You gonna do
competition for you,
Baldur's
Joe.
Gate or Starfield?
when is this dropping? In a month? I'm saving my money for all the fall
is
releases.
this that goblin on the windmill you were talking about?
Yeah,
Yeah, so I don't know if you guys play Dungeons and Dragons, but it follows the rules like pretty closely from what I've heard. But you travel like it's a pretty like extensive map. You create a character, and then once you get into like the battle sequences, it becomes turn-based. And certain characters, certain classes have different abilities, just like in Dungeons and Dragons. But this is actually multiplayer, so like we could all team up. We can be a different class and take turns going through a quest, which is almost like a dungeon. And you can come up with like so many different variables of what happened depending on the selections that you make during dialogue, or if you kill a certain character or you let certain characters live, the outcome is very different. On this one, I I tried to save this gnome, and I accidentally like pressed like the wrong like lever, and you see him get tossed. So he's like attached to this windmill, and I'm trying to get him down. I'm inside looking for the lever.
Where's the gnome?
He's strapped to
there
the
he is.
windmill.
Oh, I saw him. There's the gnome.
All right.
Poor
Stop
gnome.
the windmill. I'm like, okay, what's this other button do? Press the
Uh-oh.
other button.
Oh shit.
Uh-oh.
I'm like, oh shit.
You rescued the gnome.
I'm like, I don't know what to do here anymore. It's like,
I
was
just,
that supposed to happen?
I just imagine him flying away, going "fuck you."
He's like, damn it, Ryan.
I'm looking for the load here. I'm like, oh shit, it didn't save.
No.
Not the gnome. Rest
Yeah,
in peace.
I'm low key. I'm kind of down to play this.
Oh yeah, no, I'm definitely down as well.
This looks really fun.
Dude, it's so funny, dude. The dialogue options are so good sometimes, man. And the characters are so well written and so intense. Like I already have characters that I like and dislike.
Who's your
And
class that you chose?
I was really vanilla with this one, so I just went with like a fighter.
Oh, just a human.
Yeah, just human fighter. But I think when the full release comes out, I'll probably be a paladin, so I can use magic and still like do damage and stuff like that.
Yeah, magic is my
But
jam.
depending on your race, depending on your class, stuff like that, and your background, different characters will have different responses to you. So it really matters all your choices in the beginning, how you're going to be perceived by the world, which is pretty awesome. It seems like they have uh, a different reaction for almost every type of scenario. So the replayability is pretty insane.
All right, well, if we're gonna play this, I got dibs on range.
Ah, you bastard! I love doing archer.
Range? Are you
We'll
gonna
do-
be
I could
range
do sorcerer.
spellcaster or?
No,
I can do
archer.
spellcaster.
I don't know. So it's a turn-based game. So unlike Diablo, I kind of prefer this style a little bit better because it makes me kind of sit here and like think about like my next move.
Right. It's just you just don't want to get bum rushed all right away.
And then we can talk about it like as a party. Like, okay, I'm gonna go after this goblin on the roof. I'm gonna try to get him with my ranged, and then you try to take care of their tank or something. So you want to like all my DPS characters should go engage a tank, and then you can like strategize in that way.
That's fun.
In Diablo, everything is so fast and you're like attacking so rapidly. Like I feel like sometimes it just gets like a little bit like chaotic.
Oh, dude, yeah, it does.
Which is cool. Like it's like very like adrenaline like pumping. You know, you get the effects are like cool and stuff like that. But I think for me, I like the pace of this game a little bit more. I feel like the stakes are a little bit higher. If you mess up, it punishes you.
Yeah, for sure.
As it should. It's like a D&D type of game.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
exactly. You're constantly quick saving and loading, because like, oh, like I shouldn't have sent this character so far away to attack this character. I should have did something else. So you have to reload things, constantly be saving. I played solo, so I was able to like stop and start over again and like try to get the strategy right.
Mhm.
But if you're playing with people, like you want to make sure you guys are on the same page because you're going to be AoEing someone on your team and knocking them out.
Can you reload in multiplayer?
I don't know.
That doesn't seem like something.
I don't think they're gonna allow it to be that cheese.
Yeah.
There's
Dang.
no way,
does-
dude.
But
I don't
super
think so.
fun. I think like it's all like acted. The cutscenes look absolutely amazing. The character models are so detailed. It's honestly like I think one of the most beautiful games I've seen this year. And you're really, because what I love about RPGs is crafting your own story. And I feel like you are legitimately having your own adventure with your own experiences, and it's going to be very unique for everybody.
Have you played the multiplayer on it yet?
I have not.
Okay, so I don't know if you've seen it. So during those cutscenes when you're talking, if you're in a group party, who gets to speak?
That's a good question.
Does it roll to see who gets to speak?
It's possible.
Okay.
Yeah, it's possible. You might have like initiative or something, or you
Right.
might be able to choose depending on like, oh, you want to have
Discussing with your group.
Yeah, you want to have your bard character like see if they can have like a high enough skill in order to convince like this character to let you pass, or
Yeah.
or something. So it's very fun. I can't wait for the full release. I'm definitely going to be digging into this game as much as
Damn.
I can before Starfield.
Looks like I'm getting it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude,
I'll
it'd be fun to
getting
play
it,
with
yeah.
people. So, all right, cool guys. Well, thank you for another great episode, coming in on a Saturday and working and talking
Thank
about some games, guys.
This isn't work.
Nah.
Yeah, no one's getting paid. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But yeah,
I
please-
meant that I like it.
Yeah, we do it because we love it. It's true.
That's right.
It's true.
That's right.
But yeah, please like and subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already. And again, we're on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, and we try to go live weekly. So stay tuned, and we'll catch you next time. See you, everybody.
Latest.
Bye bye.